my discussions with His Royal Highness, he did say that he would like to send a delegation to South Africa.
Of Qatar.
Umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa uthe afika nje eQatar wathetha indaba yepi yombango eQatar.
The Electoral Commission makes an impassioned call on all adult South Africans to seize the moment by registering as voters.
Ikomishini ezijameleko yezekhetho ikhuthaza abantu bona baphume ngobuningi babo bayozihlolisela ukuvota ngempela veke.
He's charging for the second. He will get the second. Number 50 arrives for Virat Kohli.
Zimbene zinyana eMumbai, iNew Zealand neIndia emdlalweni wama-semi-final we-ICC World Cup. Kwaba kuhle ukuhlanganiswa izindaba godu ku-SABC naku-SABC Plus ngesindebele. Lotshani Makhaya. Lilanga lesibili levakatsho likaMengameli uCyril Ramaphosa leQatar namhlanje. Ivakatsho likaMengameli litshetshe ekhulu indaba yokuthindeka kwabomma nabantwana epini yombango eMiddle East. Hlangana nemikhulumisano ebekhona uMengameli uthinde indaba yokukhulisa ubudlelwana nokuhwebelana phakathi kweDoha nePitori.
In my discussions with His Royal Highness, he did say that he would like to send a delegation to South Africa that will come and explore as many investment opportunities as possible in a very focused manner, and we are going to wait for that delegation, and I hope that some of the thoughts that we will put forward here will encourage the business people of Qatar to also follow in suit to see opportunities in South Africa, as you yourself correctly said, Your Excellency. Our country, South Africa, as you well know, is the most industrialized country on the African continent.
Ijaji elikhulu Raymond Zondo usola ngokukhuluma ngendlela engasihle malungana neentshijilo ezimalungana nepolitiki yeSouth Africa. Lokho kufaka hlangana ukusungula kwekomishini ephenya ngokugolwa kombuso, ukuziphatha ngendlela engasiyo kwamajaji kunye nokuriyada kokutshutshiswa kwakaMengameli walokhu uJacob Zuma. Umkhandlu othuthukisa ukusebenza komthethosisekelo uhlathulule inkulumo le njengethunanako nebingakafanele.
Uzondo uzidosela amanzi ngenkulumo zakhe zamhlapha nje. ICASAS ikholelwa abona zeqe umkhawulo wenkulumo eyamukelekako yamajaji.
These sorts of comments are quite serious, coming from, you know, the head of the judiciary, and is concerning because it does go over the line of what is acceptable speech by judges.
Phakathi kwenkulumo ezakhulunywa nguZondo, umkhandlu oqala ezomthethosisekelo ufaka phakathi necala esolo liriyada njengelokuthengiselana inkhali phakathi kwaloyo bekungumengameli uJacob Zuma. Lo mkhandlu uthi inkulumo ezinjalo azikafanele ingathana ziphuma emlonyeni wejaji.
Where the Chief Justice has public engagement, he must exercise restraint and answer the questions or address the points that he can, both as allowed by the Judicial Code of Ethics and by his own sense of what is proper for a judge to speak about in public.
Uzondo bekangusihlalo wekomishini beyiphenya ukugolwa kombuso ngaphambi kokuthi aphakamiswe njengejaji elikhulu. Solo kwamhlanoko Uzondo usola ungabi nalitho elenziwako ngalembiko yephenyo. Zaveza ukuthi ufuna ukuveza inkhuluphelo zakhe zepolitiki.
It is actually not in the best interest of the judiciary and for the judges to go and discuss other politicians, because if you're bringing age at the age I was, it's immaterial to me. I'm a politician, I'm a president of an organization even at that time. I was not a leader of a crutch. I was a political leader of an organization with rich history in this country. And for you to go as a judge to discuss another politician with another politician, that amounts to bringing the judiciary into disrepute.
I-ofisi yejaji elikhulu beyingakabi ukuziphendulela malungana nalezi insolo zomkhandlu iCASAS.
Ikomishini yezekhetho ezijameleko ichochozela ukuqhakatheka kwehlelo lokuzihlolisela ukuvota ekhethweni langomnyaka ozako. Umphathi we-IEC uSay Mamabulo uthi njengoba nakutloliswa ngomgqibelo nangosondo nje uthi phakathi kwabantu abayi-39 million abakulungele ukuvota pheze bayi-26.2 million abasekhelweni labavoti.
The Electoral Commission makes an impassioned call on all adult South Africans to seize the moment by registering as voters. Only those who are on the voters' roll can have a say in the electoral outcomes next year. Even if you have not as yet decided to vote, it is still important to be on the voters' roll because your choice can only be recorded if you are registered.
Lesi sibawo esirhabileko esivela ekomishini yezekhetho njengombana seyimemezela ngokusemthethweni ema-ofisini wayo eCenturion ukuthi kulungele ukusingatha ihlelo lokuzihlolisela ukuvota. I-IEC qatshe abasebenzi abangaphezulu kwenkulungwana ezima-60 ebathwasisele ukuyokulekelela ngokuhlolisa abantu abayokuvota enteshini eziyi-23,296 zeSouth Africa. Kodwa uyathembisa nokuthi ukuqindeliseka kwegezi angekhe kuliye ihlelo. Abafuna bomazisi azobavuliwe ama-ofisi womnyango wezangikhaya kanti abanganabo bangafaka imbawo zokuthola wesikhatshana.
These offices will be open between 8 and 5 on both days on the weekend.
Nakusenjalo ikomishini le ithi izokunikela ama-ofisi wobuzenda imininingwane yamalanga ukuzihlolisela ukuvota kila maSouth Africa ahlala emazweni wangaphetsheya kwamalwandle.
Umholi we-Build One South Africa uMmusi Maimane uthi amachuguluko wenarha le asezandleni zabantu bayo. Amalunga webhosa aphume ngobuningi bawo lokhu ihlangano le yembula umhlolo wayo ukuzihlolisela ukuvota njengoba na i-IEC seyimemezele ukuthi kuyathoma ukuzihlolisela ngempela veke le.
Lesi siphakamise siya kumaSouth Africa bona akaphume ngobuningi bawo ayozihlolisa. Indawo yabo yokuthoma bayikhethile kweGauteng sikolo sethembisa iMayibuye Primary School. Umholi wehlangano le uMmusi Maimane uthi isikolo lesi sisiselidzaba lobulelesi kanti abantu balapha nangabe bafuna amajuguluko fuze baphume ngobuningi babo bayozihlolisela ukuvota.
This weekend is important for all of us as South Africa as we prepare for an election next year because change must come. You cannot ask people who are criminals to investigate themselves. We have to come back down now and today and say, young people in this country, the future is indeed yours.
Umaimane uthi uthoma ukukhanya qobe langa bona maSouth Africa afuna machukuluko kodwa namandla asezandleni zawo.
It is important, particularly for first-time voters. They must know their vote can change things. Often when I speak to young people, they tell me, but what difference will it make? I want to say to them, your vote matters as much as anyone else's.
Uchule nokuthi abe ukuthi thiki kuye ngesibalo senhlangano zepolitiki eziningi ezizihlolisela ukungenela amakhetho.
There'll be a lot of organizations that come into elections, right? But what actually needs to happen is that people follow people. They follow leadership that is trusted. They follow leadership that is ethical. They follow leadership that hasn't stolen its money.
Umaimane uthi nanyana ukwakha ubudlelwano kwenhlangano kuyinto zokuba yinengi kodwana asithina zakha ubudlelwano inhlangano zepolitiki zibekelela abantu phambili. Nakusenjalo umengameli weSouth African Rainbow Alliance Colin Makhubele uthi umnqopho weSARA kungenela amakhetho welizwe newesifunda ezako ngo-2024. ISARA ihlangano webunjwezi inhlangano ezincane inhlangano zomphakathi kunye nengichema zenkolo ezihlukahlukeneko. Ilungu eliqothiweko loCope belikhuluma nembiki indaba eJohannesburg. ISouth African Rainbow Alliance ithi yona ayifani nenhlangano ezinye zepolitiki ngombana ibunjwe zinhlangano ezicabanga kokufana ngomnqopho wokuba liphimbo lenhlangano ezincane.
If you look at all these coalitions that are being put together, there's one common denominator with them. They are being led by the big parties.
Umkhulu wehlangano le uColin Makhubele uthi bazokutsheja kakhulu abantu abatsha abafundileko kodwa nabangasebenziko hlangana nokhunye.
We're going to organize ourselves effectively to give South Africa a team that you'll have confidence in, a team that will govern, a team that will clean up our streets, a team that will restore dignity and order in our communities, a team that will restore godly principles in our schools, in our society.
Nakabuzwa ngokuphuma kwakhe kuCope uMakhubele uthe batsho naye kumrarile ngombana akhangatshelwa lutho ngesiqundweso.
I was terminated. I didn't leave. I was fired. We were sitting here waiting as presidents, waiting for President Lukota to come to a meeting on Monday, as we usually meet. We were all not aware.
Ihlangano le yokuhlonywa ngokusemthethweni ngenyanga ezako.
Ekhasini lethu leFacebook sibuze ukuthi uthini umbono wakho ngehlelo leIEC lokubana abantu abasemazweni amanye bazokhona ukuzitholisela ukuvota online. Nakumbono wakho uyalandela mbukeli.
Sesiyaya mhathi kodwa thina ayisiberekeli berekela bona mhathi siyababeka nasuka lapha babaleke bahahabenze ngenyoka.
ICC wenza zonke inzame xa efuna kuvotwe. Emva kovoto akuzi services akuqeshwa abantu hayi khona kunzima.
Lokho kwenze IEC into ethecha mari indaba online nesikhathi benamari yadlala ngakarisiwe.
Kufanele bengagcini lapho iphinde lelo hlelo belwenze nakithi ngapha.
Mina ngithi kusendo sihle kakhulu lokubhalisela online kuvota ngoba nabanye emakhaya bayagula.
IEC xa ikwazi ukubhalisa abantu online bekufanele banathi abantu baseMzantsi Afrika sikwazi ukuvota online.
Ayisicabange kahle kakhulu ukuthi ke kuvotwe online njengoba kukhona abantu abangekho kuleli izwe leli bezokwazi nabo ukuthi ke befake eyabo imbono ngeqembu abathandayo.
Umbono ke umbukeli SABC ayizukuthwesa umlando ukuziphendulela ngombono umbukeli. Nasibuya entolo.
Nepotism was quite very rife and mostly it was vendors who got privilege.
Kusolwa izenzo zobukhohlakali nokuqatshana ngokwazana eFreedom Park. Ubukele indaba zesiNdebele kweSABC 1 nakweSABC Lihaye. Nawusanda ukufika siyakwamukela nawe. Mbukeli namhlanje sikuqalela iphepha lokthoma le-accounting elihlolwa kusasa ngo-9 ekseni.
Njengoba nizobhala i-accounting paper 1 ngizokhuluma izinto eminizazi. Question 1, my financial statement, statement of comprehensive income or statement of income, bangakuphe gcweleko or bakuphe fishane. Question 2, cash flow statement and calculation of financial indicators. For the calculation of ratios, ukhumbule ukuthi bayakupha ama-formula ku-formula sheet ekugcineni ku-question paper. Question 3, interpretation of financial statements. Ulala khona uzokhomenta khona either based on profitability, which is the first 6 ratios ku-formula sheet, liquidity, ama-ratio khona is 6, which is CAS DC, CASSDC. Risk or gearing, ama-ratio khona i-2, returns, earning, dividend policy payout, and percentage shareholding. Question 4 is corporate governance and auditing. Remember your reports, qualified report, unqualified report. Remember to check your notes on corporate governance, ethics, sustainability, social responsibility, King Code. Remember to also check abbreviations such as SAICA, IFRS.
Incwadi enganamagama lomhloli ehlolelwe ikomiti yeParliament ngaphasi kwezemidlalo, ubukhwari namasiko ivumelele insolo zobukhohlakali ukuqatshana ngokwazana kunye nokuninana ngokubutshaba endaweni elibulungelo lezobukhwari Freedom Park Museum ePitori.
Abasebenzi bendawo elibulungelo lezobukhwari namagugu iFreedom Park Museum bavuka nje buvu ngokuphathwa kwekhampani le. Kanti bakhombela ikomiti yeParliament ejeje zemidlalo, ubukhwari namasiko bona isize ngensolo ezifana nobukhohlakali nokukhwabanisa ezenzeke emuseum le. Abasebenzi aba basola isikhulu uJane Mufamadi ngokuthengisa baye bayisekoloyi ukuqatsha isihlobo sakhe bona simchayelele nokuqatsha godu umphathi wemali waphambilini ekusola ukuthi usebenzisa imali engaphezulu kwesabelo mali semuseum nge7 million yamaranda hlangana nokhunye.
Nepotism was quite very rife in that a certain ethnic group was given unfair advantages of being appointed at Freedom Park, and mostly it was vendors who got privilege.
Nangaphandle kokuthi umbiko omhloli incwadi wango-2022 wafumana umraro wokungalandelwa komthetho wokuphathwa kwemali zomphakathi i-Public Finance Management Act ekuphathelene nokuthenga impahla, amakontraka abaphathi kunye nokuphendula kwabaphathi nakunomraro. Umnyango wezemidlalo, ubukhwari namasiko uyabhala ukuzibandakanya endabeni yeFreedom Park ukuthi imibuzo yonke ayibuzwe isikhulu semuseum. Ngemva kokuvakatshela iFreedom Park mahlanza, ilunga lekomiti yeParliament lifumene ukuthi indawo le ayinikelwa ichejo elifaneleko.
The park was much neglected, with fountains and lights not working and even broken mirrors in the bathrooms. Afterwards, I was able to expose, with the help of the whistleblowers, that 20 million rand of furniture was unaccounted for.
Nakusenjalo, umkhandlu weFreedom Park uzwakalisa ukudana ngabasebenzi bekhampani le abakhuluma nababika indaba ngaphambi kokukhuluma nekhampani baveza ukubagugu nako kanti iyaziphika zonke insolo ababekwa zona.
We wish to refute that by saying that this is not for the exclusive use of the CEO. Members of management and members of staff have got access to the vehicle. Second, the allegations around nepotism, that there are no instances where the CEO would have hired any person that she knows personally, relatives or relations of whatever nature.
Abasebenzi babuye basola union yabo inehawu ngokusebenzisana nabaphathi bendawo le.
Umndeni kaSamuel Mahleba ufuna impendulo ngemva kokubulawa kwakhe ngeveke epheleleko. uMahleba udunyezwe wabulawa umfundisi ekuthiwa ubuye abe ngusomabhizinisi owaziwako wenawo. Umsola weminyaka ema-60 ubudala uzinikele emapholiseni ngemva kwesikhatshana kwenzeke isehlakalo.
Umndeni osenhlungwini usele nemibuzo eminingi edlula impendulo nazo kanti uhloko umuntu ongawuhlahlula bona iqinisweni kwenzekeni. uSamuel Mahleba uphume kwakhe njengomuntu obuyako kodwa nakhanga sabuya. uMahleba udunyuzwe wabulawa ngensolo zokuba nawo yaloya kanti umndeni uzongesehlakalo esingembiki indaba. Umndeni uthi awuzwisisi bona umsola uchathululwe njani.
Babe siyamati ukuthi beyangimuntu lonjani, siyamati ukuthi beyalunge njani. Umphakathi uyamati ukuthi babe beyangimuntu lonjani, but sibhlungu ngandlela afe ngayo, especially lokuthi nje Dlamini uphinze wocamba manga kumedia athi baba umthola thakatha ngoba siyakwathi ukuthi kungimangala hlada lo.
Kunezwa ngoba bathi ukuba namalunga omphakathi akakayizwa kuhle indaba yokuchathululwa komsolwa, yeke bachisa zonke izindlu zakhe. Amapholisa yelelisa umphakathi bona ungazithathela umthetho ezandleni zawo.
Ngicela i-community bangathuthale kakhulu ngoba sebashisile indlu yakhe, kodwa ke for kulaba sebashisile lendlu siyaqhubeka ngoluphenyo lethu, akekho lwaboshiwe kwamanje, kodwa sicela ukuthi basebenzisane nathi.
Umndeni kaMahleba ukholwa bona umphakathi wenza isenzo esingokuzwa ubuhlungu.
Ngiyibonile leyo ku Facebook ukuthi sekushisiwe, besingekho lapho ke singumndeni
okwanje akunamuntu obotshelwe icala lokuchisa kanti amapholisa akhombela abanelwazi bona beze ngaphambili.
Ihlangano yezohatsha le iSABC seyibuye yaba ngungazimbi yezenzo zobukirikitshani bokuthathela abantu imali zabo ngegama lomhathi. Lokho kuza ngemva kwevideo evele enkundleni ezahlukahlukeneko zokuthindana eziveza engasuthi bahathi bephiko lendaba zeSABC bakhangisa ihlelo lika Elon Musk. Ivideo emamala leyo ithi umuntu angenza imali efika ku 30,000 yamaranda ngelanga, eveza nokuthi nabosomabhizinisi abaziwako sebayifakile imali kuleli hlelo. uhlelo. Ivideo le iveza iphimbo lomethuli wendaba zikamabonakude we-SABC uBongiwe Zwane. Emlayezweni ogadangisiweko obawa abantu ukuthi bafake imali ehlanganweni yakhe, uZwane uthi akazani nendaba enjalo, wayelilisa nabantu ukuthi bangathomi bafake imali zabo lapho.
Sanibonani, igama lami ngingubongiwe uMakhumalo wakwaZwane. Anginayo iBongiwe Zwane Foundation. Uma uthola ucingo luthi kuwena faka imali kule foundation, ungakwenzi lokho, igebengu ezama ukuthi zintshontshe imali yakho. Futhi angidayisi, angenzi lutho no Elon Musk. Ngicela ukuthi ningafaki imali yenu, amaqola lawa athi anganikeza u30,000 rand ngosuku.
Nakusenjalo umphathi omkhulu wendaba kunye nalezo ezihunyezweko uMushweshwe Munare uphawule wathi,
they are using my colleagues' faces and voices, knowing that because they are from an institution or a broadcaster with some credibility where there is public trust. And my worry is one is that anything that dents that public trust is affecting us as SABC News, is affecting the anchors who are seen as leading journalists, who are seen as, whatever they express, that there should be some legitimacy to it. The worry is one is that if artificial intelligence is going to be abused this way, then it really makes people to be skeptical, especially given the fact that there will be the good and the positives that we need to embrace and accept.
Nasiphosa ilihlo kezemali iranda liqinile nalinganisana nezinye imali ezikulu. Keze cricket iNew Zealand ikalukanela ukuhlanganisa imigijimo e398 ukuthi ithumbe umdlalo wanamhlanje wama semifinal weBigiri yephasi. Ngemva kobana iIndia ibeke imigijimo e397. Umdlalo lo usaraga.
iIndia ithumbe itosi yakhetha ukubetha ndanzi. Ngiyo kwaphela engakhange kheyilobe namunye umdlalo solo kwathoma imidlalo yeBigiri le. Namhlanje khona beyehagele khulu ukutshengisa ukuthi incamele ukudlulela kufinal. Betha ama4 nama6 ngokulandelana.
Into the stands once again. 4 sixes from Rohit Sharma. Oh, that's a big one. They should clear the boundary. So another 6 for KL Rahul.
Yafika ke ihleko yeNew Zealand nayo yahagala.
Ngaphambi kokuthi isikhambe asihlole ihlelo zibuya nabazumi kuGwekwezi FM sizwe ukuthi zikhamba njani. Sibuni iphetheni ngapha.
Siyathokoza Cedric silotshisa umbukelo khona usekhaya. Namhlanje ungolosithathu kulihlelo elikhethekileko. Sikhulumisana nebomnyango wezokuthuthukiswa kwehlala kuhle yesitshaba.
Kuzokele Sibusiso siyathokoza mbukele ekhaya lotshani akhe sicalele bona bunjani ubujamo bezulu sibona lapha ke kunezulu elilindeleke lapha nge60% na uthi uyaqala sesifundeni sangaleke ngeNorthwest ukuchingenza si lapha ke kubo Freystata namhlanje si ebusuku kanti ke kusasa libona lisabalala linabela ngapha ngesifundeni sangapha ke ngaKwaZulu Natal boguduke nalapha eEastern Cape kancancazana asiyokucalela ke ukuthi ngisiphi silemukiso sisitholileko sibona lapha umjijo eduma kumbi endaweni zangale ngeNorthwest lapha ke kuthindeke khulu indawo yangapho ngeUppington. Kusasa ke mlilo wamahlathi esiwutholileko ukuthi nekhonakalo yokuthi ungenzeka bese kuthi maphakathi nenaga mijijo godu eduma kumbi abantu bacheche bayelele sokusuduka ukwenzela ukuthi ukwazi ukuqala amazinga akho wokuchisa. Sithoma lapha ngesifunda seGauteng sibonakala sifuthumele noma izudlwana lapha eCarltonville lilindelekile. iLimpopo ibonakala ifuthumele nayo kuyachisa nokho eMusina nePhalaburo nalapha kuboliphalale kusephulukwane lapho ukukhamba kubangcono. iMpumalanga ibonakala ifuthumele kuyachisa isikhukhuza ukuthi ke lapha enzasi boStanderton kulindeleke nezudlwana. Siyoqala ukuthi kunjani ke endaweni yangaKwaZulu Natal likhona izulu noma kunjalo sibona isifunda lapha siyachisa kuseDurban la kufuthumele khona nge28. Asiyoqala ukuthi injani ke iMpumalanga Kapa ilindele izulu noma injalo ke nayo njengezinye indawo sibona lapha iyachisa njengoba ihlobo lingenile. Sibona lapha iWestern Cape nayo ke khamba ifuthumala kezinye indawo kuyachisa esifundeni sangapho ngeWestern Cape. Asibonane godu ngesikhathi esilandelako. Tido
Iziphelela laphaza namhlanje bakhona abalingani bethu beSwati kusasa akwande umusa.